Hello and welcome back to Always a Boy. Now for today I have once again been given another free lawnmower. Someone contacted me on Facebook via message, said I've got a lawnmower here if you want it, we don't need it anymore. And it was a couple of miles away from where I am, so I went and got it. So I brought it back, but what I do know about it is the pull cord's hanging out. I've tried to pull it over and it's absolutely locked. So it might be shut, we don't know. So let's go and have a look at it, inspect it and see what the problem is. Right, okay, so this is the one. The deck ain't too bad. There's no rust spots all around here, around the top, whatever. There's only a couple of rust spots around the sides and around this side. So first of all, once you can see pull cord's hanging out. So problem there somewhere, or it's got stuck inside. It could be just a recoil, we don't know yet. Air filter's on the wrong way. Has someone been messing around with that? We don't know. It's got bolts missing from either side of there, so handlebars are all loose, and both of these side back wheels are loose as well, so they need to be whatever. I have tried to take the oil out, and that is locked in there and all, so we need to check that out. So first of all, what I'll do is I'm going to get it on the bench, because trust me on this when I say this is totally locked. I can't do anything with it. So we'll get it on the bench and we'll have a look at that coil first. I need to make a little correction. When it was outside I said let's go and have a look at the coil, and I meant the recoil. So what I'm going to do first though really is I'm going to take this spark plug out, just in case it's hydrolocked. And I can tell you what, this is the original spark plug in here as well, because you can tell by the paint on it. Oh, look at that, look, it is clogged with oil. So, oh, look at the oil coming out of there. So there's your problem. There is your problem. Now why is there so much oil coming out of that? So we'll let that just drain off a little bit. Let's get a rag. Well, there's your problem. Wow, look at that. I'll tell you what, if I tip that up now, I bet loads of it come out. Alright, let's give this a pull over now and we'll see if this works. I bet that's all that's wrong with this. Yeah, look at that. Hydrolocked. Is there loads coming out? The recoil is still not going back in, so the recoil needs to be sorted out. Wow, can't believe there's so much oil in it. Look at it all splattered out everywhere. So that means there's too much oil being put into this. So now what we do is we get this oil plug out, and we'll have that. God, I'm forgetting my words today. Yeah, alright, let's just get that a little clean. Look at that, that's terrible. I'm going to leave that out for a bit in case any more needs to come out. Right, let's have a look at this. Right, first of all I'm going to try the screwdriver first, just to see if I can get that inside there and give that a turn. Oh yeah, so that was a bit better. Right, let's have a look at that. And I bet this is, well, that seems empty. Alright, so that means this engine could have blown. Something's happened with the engine. Maybe the engine's no good. It's just put that back into there. Just test that again, see how much oil was really in it, see if there's any more gone back into it. What I want to do is see if there's, right, yeah, it has got oil in it. It looks quite clean. Now why is all that oil in the spark plug? So that means in the top chamber there. Right, let's give that another little pull, see any more coming out. Right, there is some splattering out, so what I'll do is I'm going to lift it on its side just to see if any more. I'm going to take the recoil off, fix this cord, and then we'll try and see if we can start it. Right, what we'll do here before I take the recoil off, let's just have a look at this filter. It wouldn't surprise me if this is clogged with oil as well, by looking by the underneath there. Yeah, well, that ain't too bad. It's got loads of oil in it, so it's been tipped. The carburetor's absolutely clogged inside there. But what I want to do first is just to make sure it starts, so before I go do any more. That one was loose. Alright, so let's have a look. It probably just needs well, I'll tell you what, I think it's got too much cold on it myself, but yeah, it's got about 8 foot of cold on that. So what we'll do is we'll take this off. I'll rewind it a little bit more, just to give it a little bit more spring on it. Right, all I want to do is I'm just going to take that out of there. I'm going to cut this off, give it a couple more winds just to check it, and just shorten that cord really. Right, I've gave that another couple of full turns. I've heated up that at the ends just to make it solid, just so I can try and it don't want to go in. No, come on, there we go. I'll just get these little nose pliers, pull that out. I'm going to take about 1 foot off of that because it doesn't need 7-8 foot on that at all. Let's move that down. Yeah, that'll do just for now. And just give that a full turn on there. That's all that once, and then I'll cut that off, and then we'll try. Right, so there you are. That's a lot better than what it was. So we'll stick it back on, take it outside, and we'll give this a try, shall we? Right, the carburetor's clogged up with oil, I think, as well, because the actual pump primer bulb is not priming either. So, and look at the oil coming out of the at the side of the engine there. That's not good, is it? Well, I'll go down just a little bit of a clean. Let's take this fuel tank off. 10mm bolt there and a 13 here. It don't want to go in. Is that a 13? No, that's the 12. That's the wrong socket. Where's my socket gone? Don't know. But we use this little one instead. Oh, that was tight. Let's put those into the magnetic tray. That comes off there. Springs are all good. Which, oh, look at the state. I don't think this has ever been serviced. Look at the state of that. Look. And inside there. Right, let's give this a clean off. I'll take this carb off and we'll see. I mean, inside there, I can actually, if you look inside there, at the bottom there, you can see it's clogged with oil. Right, so there you are. That is absolutely clogged in. That is really, really dirty. That's got oil in it. It's got oil in there, and well, if it's got oil in there, it's going to have oil in the tank. So I need to drain the tank out, clean all this out, and clean the carburetor up as well. Right, I tipped a little bit. I meant to tip the oil, the fuel out of there, but loads of it come out of there. But I wanted to show you this. But look inside that tank. Look at the oil coming out mixed with that. So that is never, never, ever going to work at all. I don't even think I can even use that to clean anymore now. I'm going to have to literally clean this tank out. It is absolutely clogged inside there. I'll do this off here. You don't need to see this. I've done it many a times. Right, I just wanted to show you this carburetor. Look at all the oil inside there. I've just took the gasket off and diaphragm out, and all the jets, everything is absolutely clogged. So we'll give this a clean out, and then I'll come back. Alright, let's take this exhaust off. There's loads of oil down below there, and I think the exhaust is going to need a clean out. So we'll take this off. Make sure that's on the right way. Number 10. What's the number 9? I want a number 11. Be with you in a second. Yeah, these little bolts here. I've got to take the screwdriver off. Get the screwdriver, I should say. And just give those a bash out. Just so I can get the socket onto it. And those there, those little, they're like little butterflies. That's to stop the exhaust nuts coming loose. That's it. Right, let's see if, let's take this out carefully. I mean, looking even on there, those are normally, you can see the oil coming out of the exhaust now. Those are normally black with soot, and as you can see down here, so it could be a serious problem with this engine, we don't know, but I need to tip this out into somewhere. So I'll come back and then I'll tip all this oil out of it, because it's draining out everywhere. Right, so I've got the tank on. I'll just put this back, put this on, get the recoil on. Stick some fresh fuel into the, let's get the right socket, put some fresh fuel in, and then we'll see if this fires up. So I'll get the recoil, put the fuel in, and then we go outside and try it. Right, it's starting to rain out there, so I'm going to keep the camera inside. So there's fuel in here now, it's just if this fires up. Right, so that's all been running now for a little while. I left it outside in the garden for 20 minutes. I'm going to let it cool down, and I'll go back in an hour and see what happens. And then what I'll do is I'll give it a good service, fix the handlebars on that. I mean, you won't need to watch me do, just put a couple of bolts on the handles. So I'm not going to bother fitting those, and just give it a general clean up. And once it's done, I'll show you around it all and what I've done to it in the end. So, yep, catch you in a bit. Well, there it is. A huge, big difference. What I did do in the end, I've changed the pull cord, put a new one on it. Makes it look a lot better. I've give it a good old clean, and I actually sprayed a little bit of the paint down the bottom there just to make it look better. It's not a matching colour, but it does make it look better. I've cleaned all the wheels up, I've straightened them, put another bolt on in. I had to straighten the handlebars in the end. Yeah, so that's it, that is done. Let's go and start it up and I'll show you it running. have it on that little Sovereign 03 mower, which all that was wrong with it really, it was hydro-locked. How so much oil got into the exhaust and into the head of the engine and the carburetor. I mean, God knows what them, it must have been turned upside down, sideways, God knows what they've been doing with it. But anyway, you see the condition of it now. It's been fully serviced and ready to be gone. So yeah, that's all there is on this one. If you did like this one, please remember, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to that channel, and my channel I should say, and don't forget, hit that notification bell, hit the grey one, it says all, and then you'll be told when I'm doing another one. So until next time, cheerio.